Hello everyone, I want to introduce you to Poppy. Poppy is our dog. And Poppy has got one thing that she does like to do, and that is to chase cats. So I thought it'd be nice to read Mug the Forgetful Cat. Here we go. There is Mug the Forgetful Cat. And Poppy's fallen asleep, which is a good thing, because otherwise she'd be chasing right after that cat. Here we go. Once there was a cat called Mug, and she lived with a family called the Thomas. Mug was a very nice, but not very clever cat. She didn't understand a lot of things, and she forgot a lot of things. She was a very forgetful cat. That sometimes happens to us grown-ups too, isn't it? Forgetting things. Now, Thomas went out for his work, and one day Mug was sitting down eating her supper. But she forgot she had already eaten it, and sometimes she thought of something in the middle while washing her leg, and then she forgot to wash the rest of it. Once she even forgot that cats don't fly when she jumped out of the tree after a bird. There she is. Most of all, she forgot her cat flap. A cat flap is a little door in a big door where cats can go outside. Now the cat flap led from the kitchen door into the garden so that Mug could go out in the daytime when the others were at work. And then if she had enough, she could go again in through her little door. There she is, getting in and out the cat flap. Some of you might have a cat flap at home. Poppy doesn't have a cat flap because she would then be chasing all day long after the squirrels and the foxes in the garden, which would not be a good thing because she'll bark when she does that. The garden was her most special place, and Mug was very excited going there. She smelled all the smells. She chased all the birds. She climbed all the trees, and she ran round and round with a big fluffed up tail. And then she forgot about a cat flap. And she forgot she had a cat flap. And she wanted to go back in the house, and she couldn't remember how. Oh, what a forgetful cat. Can you see it? Actually, that's better. There we go. In the end, she would go to the kitchen window and meow, meow, meow. She would meow until she finally was let in. Afterwards, you could always tell where she'd been, and that made Mr. Thomas very sad because it would break his flowers. He would say, "Bother that cat." But Debbie, the little girl, said, "She's nice, I don't mind." Do you see the broken flowers? Which is such a shame. Once Mug had a very bad day. Even the start of the day was bad. While she was asleep, the little boy Nicky picked her up and he hugged her and said, "Nice little kitty." Mug got the shock of her life. She didn't say nothing, but she wasn't very happy about it. There is Nicky, hugging her. You must never pick up cats or dogs without asking, isn't it? They don't like it. Then it was breakfast time. Mug forgot that cats have milk for breakfast. She forgot that cats have only eggs as a treat, so she started to eat the egg of Nicky. Mr. Thomas said, "Bother that cat." But Debbie said, "Nicky doesn't like the egg anyway, Daddy." There she is, eating the egg from Nicky. Mug then looked through her cat flap. It was raining in the garden. Cats don't like rain, and neither does Poppy, actually. Mug thought, perhaps the sun is shining in the street, so she ran outside when the milkman came. Then the milkman shut the door, and she was stuck outside of the street. The sun wasn't shining at all in the street. It was raining, and a big dog came down the street. Mug got scared, and he ran, and the dog ran after her. That's what my dog would be doing, right after the cat. Luckily, she's not allowed to. I hold on to your lead so she can't chase the cats. Mug ran right around the house, and the dog ran after her. Then she climbed over the fence and ran into the garden and jumped outside the kitchen window. She mouthed the biggest mouth because she was scared. Meow! Yes, you heard that, didn't you? It was very loud and very sudden, and Mummy got a scare and dropped the peas. Mrs. Thomas said, "Bother that cat." And Debbie said, "It wasn't her fault." There's Mummy dropping the peas. Oh, not such a good idea. Mog was very sleepy. She found a nice, warm, soft place, just like Poppy had done, and went to sleep. And she had a lovely dream. Mog dreamed that she had wings and that she could fly everywhere, that she could fly faster than the birds, even quite the big birds. And then she woke up. Imagine that, cats flying. That would be funny, wouldn't it? And Mrs. Thomas, whose head was underneath the cat, said, "Bother that cat." Debbie said, "I think you look nicer without a head anyway, Mummy." Then Debbie gave Mog her supper, and Mog ate it all up. It was fish, I see. Do you like fish, Poppy? Sometimes. Then Debbie and Nicky went to bed. Look, there's Mummy with her cat, with her hat all ruined, and there's Mog eating the fish. Yum, yum. Fish is good for you, especially for your fur. Then, when she woke up, she had a rest and went to sit on top of the television while Mr. Thomas wanted to see a fight, and he said, "Bother that cat," because her tail was in the way. There she is. That was funny. Mog thought, "Nobody likes me. But Debbie likes me." She went up the stairs, and Debbie's door was open, and Debbie's bed was warm, and Debbie's hair was soft like kitten's fur. And Mog forgot that Debbie wasn't a kitten and started licking her hair. Ah, look at that. You very rarely lick our hair. It's not something you like to do, thank goodness. But Debbie was dreaming, and in her dream she had a bad dream. She thought that it was a tiger licking her hair, and the tiger was scaring Debbie. There she is. It wasn't Mog she was thinking of, it was the tiger she was thinking of. And look at the monkey in the tree. Is he eating a banana? No, he's just watching. And the parrots? There they are, looking at Debbie. And Debbie woke up and shouted, "Ah!" And Mog jumped off. And Mr. and Mrs. Thomas came running into the bedroom and said, "Bother, bother, bother that cat." But Debbie said nothing. She was still crying because it was such a bad dream. There she is. Well, what happened next? Mog ran out of the room, right through the house, and out of her cat flap. She was very sad. The garden was dark, the house was dark, and Mog just sat there in the dark, thinking dark thoughts, and thought, "Nobody likes me. They've all gone to bed, and nobody left me back inside. They even haven't given me my supper." Well, they did, but she forgot, didn't she? There she's sitting all upset. See? That is a bit sad. Then what happened next? She noticed something. The house wasn't dark anymore. There was a little light moving about. She looked through the window and saw a man in the kitchen. Mog thought, "Maybe that man will let me in. Maybe he will give me my supper." And she jumped on the windowsill. There she is. Is that a normal man? I think that could be a burglar. See? So Mog doesn't know this. She mouthed the biggest meow. Meow! And very, very sudden it was, and very, very loud. And it surprised the man. And he dropped his bag, and he made a big noise when the bag dropped, and everybody in the house woke up. Mr. Thomas ran down the stairs into the kitchen and shouted, "A burglar in the house! A burglar in the house!" And the burglar said, "Bother that cat." And Mr. Thomas quickly on his pad phoned the police. Police, come now, we have a burglar. And Debbie let Mug in and Nicky hugged her. There they are. You see the burglar dropping the bag? And that made a terrible noise. A policeman came and they told him what had happened, and the policeman looked at the cat and he said, "What a remarkable cat is that! Very brave. I've seen watchdogs, but I've never seen a watch cat. She will get a medal for this." And Debbie said, "I think she'd rather have an egg." Look, they're all having a cup of tea, even the burglar in the middle of the night. Haha, that's funny. Now, what happens next? Mog did get her medal, and she also got an egg every day for breakfast after that, and Mr. and Mrs. Thomas told all their friends about her. They said Mog is a very remarkable cat, and they never, almost never, said bother that cat. And there she is. Look at how proud she is of her medal. Shall we give her a clap? Give her a little clap. Well done, Mog. And Poppy, next time you see the cats, do not chase them, because some of them are remarkable cats. Well done for listening. Good listening, and see you again.